Hello, hello, Twitch and or YouTube. Welcome back to my stream. Thanks for hopping on. I've got a big update. I changed my smart lights to be blue and green color instead of purple. So slightly different vibes here. It means that I can have slightly dimmer the circle light on my face. So that's nice. Anyway, hi, I'm Josh. I'm a full-time independent open source maintainer in the TypeScript ecosystem. I work on projects like TypeScript ESLint, the tooling that lets you run ESLint and prettier other standard JS tools on your TypeScript code. Important stuff. I also recently joined as a committer on ESLint itself, and then also one of the new maintainers on Mocha. Fun fact, people still use Mocha. Still very relevant to some projects. But yeah, today I'm doing a side task, which is I've been wanting to explore the kind of next round of styling systems. Not Tailwind or Chakra, but like Vanilla Extract and Panda, if you ever heard of those. They're really cool. And one of the downsides of using really new stuff is that it's not as well fleshed out, well built up community examples and documentation and user stories as older things. So helping a little bit with Vanilla Extract to get examples on their website for Astro and Remix would be lovely. And would be a great way to show off Vanilla Extract because I think it's a really cool project. But if any of y'all have questions or want to talk about things, let me know in the chat, or if you're not on the chat or want to lurk or watching this on YouTube, you can find me on basically everything as Joshua K. Goldberg, including joshuakgoldberg.com, which I just posted. But cool. Just as a brief intro, Vanilla Extract, really cool stuff. It's open source, as are all things that are good in dev tooling. It lets you define your CSS values in terms of JavaScript, or in my case, TypeScript objects, css.ts, so they'll be nicely, strongly typed. So you can use them, like hero will be a class name in JavaScript land. So it's kind of like CSS and JS stuff if you've used those before. But you get really nice types, and it under the hood uses CSS variables very, very cleverly. So it's really good for performance and for scalability. It lets you generate really nice static CSS classes from your .css.ts files. Yay! Demian, hello! Welcome. How's it going? Oh, and I'll also note that about half an hour ago, I set off the fire alarm because I was nearing the end of a candle and got too smoky. So I might have to open and close the window some. So if you hear someone who appears to be in a crisis shouting outside, as was earlier, that's not you. That's the streets of South Philadelphia. I think he finished, though. That's an actual thing that was happening. Anyway, I always post everything I do in these streams on the internets. I'm doing great. I'm excited about this. I've been struggling to find time to do these explorations, but I think they're really valuable, and I need to eventually pick a styling system to use on all my sites. So this is good stuff. At the very least, I want to use this for phillyjs.com, which is the site for the Philadelphia JavaScript meetup that I made. I designed it, and it looks ridiculous, and it brings me so much joy how silly it is. And also, a fun fact for anyone around Philadelphia, one of the other organizers, someone who was there more than me, before me, a really, really nice dude named Cody Lewis is giving a talk on JavaScript and ESLint, February 8th. Philadelphia. Philly.js. Anyway, yeah, so the thing I'm actually working on right now is this discussion, which is really two things. One is sending an Astro example, and the other is sending in a remix example. And to be clear, Vanilla Extract supports both of these, and the issues, discussions around that are linked in this discussion. What it doesn't have is explicit examples of support in the docs of like how to do stuff. So that's what I'm adding. And as much as it pains me to not respect alphabetical order, I'm going to do remix first because there is actually a Vanilla Extract remix example on the remix side in the remix docs. So the link here would just be to the remix and Vite docs, since their integration is Vite based. So all right, Zoom's still open. First thing to do, I'm just closing all my other windows. Open a nice old warp terminal. Come on. There we go. And that took longer to start than normal. CD repos. Code vanilla extract. That's the repo in play. Oh, I need to update warp. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Shush, shush, shush. Oh, look at this. Tabs. Or side by side, whatever they call it. That's awesome. And didn't know they were adding that. Don't remember if it was there before. Anyway, vanilla extract. Ooh. I have a question. By the way, +1, please. Any questions? Whether or not it's related to what I'm actually doing. Always happy to chat. I have a question. Should I use git ignore case equals true in my git setup? Because without it, I have to rename files with git move, and I actually do not like to rename files from terminal. Interesting. Interesting. I haven't looked into this very much. I generally don't like ignoring case because some systems care about it, others don't, and I like being precise. That's not a knock on ignoring case. Just that's my personal preference from having pains in the past. My instinct is to say I would suggest not using ignore case and then to unfortunately git move casing wise. I know it's harder to do that when you're on Windows than Mac. I think maybe it's the other way around. But yeah, I personally don't recommend. I don't recommend ignore case equals true. But someone should definitely pipe in with a more informed opinion if there is some such person here, because low confidence. Sorry. Great question though. Not something I've thought to think about deeply. But okay, going to vanilla extract this site. Let's see. I want to figure out where their docs site is, if it's even the same repo. Great doc site, by the way. I love their theming. Like that cupcake there. So, ooh, that performance. Yeah. Boop. Okay. So the GitHub linked there. See if they have like an explicit. Nope. Vanilla extract. There's docs, which just has a migration guidance. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find where the site is stored. Actually, one thing that I often find useful when looking for things is just searching on text. Like any of the text here that seems unique. There we go. So there's a site directory. Found it. Homepage. Okay. So that's great. And then in their site, we have integrations. A plugin for blah, blah, blah with Gatsby. So let's look up this text. This seems unique. Add the plugin to your Gatsby configuration. Can you just rename however you do prefer and then add, just git add it? Yeah, that's what I normally do, actually, come to think of it. Good point. Yeah, I will, I'll just rename things and then git add all, and it just magically works for renaming. I also don't often rename in ways that change case. So I'm curious if you have a use case for that, no pun intended, that makes it more of an issue for you. All right, so I see there's like a nice parallel here. They call it documentation in the URL. Here it's docs, but otherwise it's integrations Gatsby is the folder and file. Integrations Gatsby. So if I were to, let's say, try to get this started locally, there's no site readme, so that's unfortunate. So actually, once I get this working, I'm probably going to want to file an issue saying, hey, can you make a dev guide for the site, please? Development.md or some such. Development, contributing, there's nothing here. Okay. But I do see there is a script start in CD site. So npm, is there a site lock file? No. So see the root uses pnpm because there's a pnpm lock file and a pnpm workspace, which does mention site as a package. So that's nice. And if I go to cd sites and then do pnpm run start, once everything finishes, then I should be good to go. Demian, are you on Windows? I'm curious what operating system you're on. RIP. Also, side note on a life hack while PNPM is installing. Oh, it just finished. Well, I ran out of lemons, forgot to get more, so I just squeezed a little bit of lemon juice in my cup, brought it upstairs, and just interchanged water with my pitcher. Everything tastes better with lemons. All right. So cannot find module. I probably need to build. It's my guess. Did they ever mention PNPM build? Only in package files. Yeah, there are no deb docs. Oh, you're on Mac. Oh, that's what I'm on. Oops. All right. I ran build. Okay, so steps I took to get the site running. PNPM I, PNPM builds, CD sites, PNPM starts. Oh, is this? That's right, Gatsby. Wait. Is this? I don't think this is Gatsby. I think that's just the integration. Wait, did I miss it? What? Webpack serve. Yeah. Is this just raw Webpack? Webpack.config. My God, I don't think I've ever seen like a major open source project recently, I guess 3 years ago, use just Webpack. Yeah, I use Astro for like basically everything, and then like occasionally Remix or Next.js. Actually, come to think of it, yeah, I think I just use Astro on my personal site. I think I have one each of Next.js, Remix, and Astro. Cool. Anyway, hi, Kevin. Hey, Kirk. Thanks for joining. How are you two doing? All right. So, anyway, site seems to be running. I'm impressed. My instinct is like, oh, Webpack, this is going to suck. But no, actually, just they've made Webpack pretty good, I guess. Good for them. That instinct is wrong and born out of a years old now misconception. Ugh, I love the little animation they added for that. That's really cute. All right, so that all seems to be working. So let me add a new integration. See if it works. Remix.md. Title Remix. Parent integrations. Remix.run. I think that's their sites with the www. Let's see, do they prefer? They prefer no. Dubs. All right. So npm install to do. Remix to do, and then to do. I'm just gonna blank this out. I wonder actually, it was todo.com. I've never thought to check that. Doesn't exist. Great. All right, and locally, no remix. Maybe I need to see. This is immediately. This is why I use like frameworks like Astro or Remix or Next.js or 11t. That's a good one too, I hear. Just immediate. Ugh, I don't. It's not. Maybe I missed a step and there is like a live reload thing set up here, and I'm just missing. Like I need to enter into a I don't know, like a file or something. But the fact that I don't know that immediately, because this is like a handwritten Webpack config, that's a downside. Anyway, let's look at Gatsby. Contents.sites. Pages. Yep, there we go. That was actually really easy. Nice. Gatsby's last. Oh, not alphabetizing. LMNOPQR remix. Let's see if this live reloads. Compiled successfully. Nope. And go. Well, that's not the localhost 8080 I was expecting. What is happening? Come on. Still loading. Okay. Oh no, there's a warning each child. Oh wait, it's still. So I previously developed the new version of the half stack comp website. I think in Next.js, and it looks like that page is being cached locally on my system. Some PHP shenanigans. All right, there we go. There's Remix. Funny. Okay, so this is good. We just bring that tab back. So interestingly, Remix has its own style. Shout out Matt Brophy from the Remix team. Also, a previous Philadelphian, now in Delaware, for mentioning this. So there you go. Let's add it. And see this link for documentation. All right, so Remix vanilla extract. I'm just copying their title from the tab. See vanilla extract blah 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 for documentation, and eventually it may or may not live reload. Remix's vanilla extract integration is what? How did Escofis mention this? V based. C also. I don't love this wording that I'm going with. I just want to get it out there. See also vanilla extracts Vite integration. And it's /Vite. Started. I don't need to add more of that. Okay. Great. So this is a basic web page. I'm not a maintainer on Vanilla Extract. I don't think I've ever actually contributed to it. Let's see here. Just making sure I'm not forgetting something. Yeah, I've never contributed before. I don't know how they do things. So, I don't feel like I need to put too much thought and effort into fine-tuning these words since I don't know how they prefer phrasing stuff. But this looks reasonable to me. So I'm going to send a PR. Get checkout, B integrations, Remix, get add all, get commit. Oh yeah, let me check their docs or their PRs actually. Oh, they don't use they don't use semantic names, except one PR here from one person whose name I remember. Yeah, and they've only sent the one. So, oh, this is interesting. Alexandre works on Panda CSS, which is the Chakra UI team's like exploration into this space. Very interesting. I wonder if they're integrating it all. Anyway, I'm going to use semantic because one was docs add Remix integration page. Add, yeah. Boop. Push origin integrations Remix. Alrighty. Where's that? Like my water pitcher's in the way. Can't see squat. To the Remix docs offsite and the Vite docs on site. I'm not sold on the phrasing of the page, but figured I'd just ask for help. Okay. Cool. Curious if my CI will be allowed to run. Anyway, yeah, now that that's sent, let me just go ahead and post it online. Got PR up for the remix page pretty quickly. See how this goes. Curious if anyone here has used like Vanilla Extract or Panda or any other like modern CSS styling solutions. Stuff that's like a styling system, like, you know, type safe and everything. So not Tailwind. That's not a diss, that's not a gripe, that's just, you know, that's a different thing. Different fork from what I'm working on right now. I'm not trying to start any flame wars. Anyway, speaking of starting some stuff, I'd like to start a search for development guide in their issues and discussions, or contributing guide. Contributing guide, no issues. Development guide, no issues. HR not working in Wi-Fi 5. That's an issue from 2022. Not what I'm looking for. All right. So no one seems to have suggested a development or contributing guide, which makes me think I should do that now. Oh man. Well, good night, Demian. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good sleep and a nice morning. Let's see. So yeah, I remember now. The Vanilla Extract site asks for anything that's like a feature request or whatnot. Use GitHub discussions. So ideas maybe. Contributing development guide for this repository. I just sent this PR. Oh, right. Change sets. This is an example of something that would have been nice to cover in a guide. My first to Vanilla Extract, yay. But I had to piece together a few parts of the development flow. It's not documented anywhere I could find. Installing, building, and change sets. They aren't documented anywhere I could find. Would adding in a... See, GitHub has like a contributing.md. A standard contributing.md. And actually does... Let me actually link this in the chat. It's a great little link. Oh, and let me also link the PR in the chat. Whoops. See if it doesn't even have a... It does have a GitHub folder already, a .github. So, okay, good to know. Would it be possible to add a standard contributing MD file? Where was I took little notes that I took to get the site running. Be happy to send a PR, though I haven't actually built or tested anything outside the site directory. Cool. And posted. Good stuff. Sent a docs request GitHub discussion for a contributing guide. Am I writing in Catalan or Valencian? No. Why would Blue Sky ask me that? How do I opt out of this? Great. Okay. New features. Apparently. So now that that's filed, I'm going to have to do a change sets. Or what is it? MPX change sets. Is that how I normally launch this thing? Couldn't determine executable to run. Is this mentioned anywhere? Change sets. I love how change sets auto-generate stocks, by the way. That's lovely. Ooh, excuse me. Can I MPX this thing? There we go. Change factors sites. Oh, this is not a major version. So it's a mine. No. Wait. The site is 001, so I don't think the site actually needs a change sets. Okay, so we're good, apparently. Great. Moving on. Love it. Yeah. What's the main branch called? Still master. Integrations, Astro, master. See, now this is going to be a little more work. And I don't actually normally like doing doc stuff on the stream. I don't like writing a lot of words, like just coding. But you know what? Sometimes you got to do it. All right. So same changes as last time, roughly. Just instead of remix, it'll be Astro. And I'm actually going to write the docs. Also, the fact that this isn't alphabetical makes me wonder where I should put it in. It seems to be builders first, then next, then next. Okay, so it's kind of not quite builders and frameworks because these builders are there. But all right, cool. So let's start working on the Astro integration. And this person who seems to be from Serbia, I love Serbia, from the team maybe? I don't know. Did answer. So that's cool. So same as how we have a next.md, I'm now going to copy to astro.md. Astro.build. So they, the answer uses yarn, but the docs normally do npm install this thing. Oh, I always put the save dev at the end. And then vanilla extract Vite plugin. So yeah, add vanilla extract CSS for prod. Add vanilla extract Vite plugin for dev. Installation. Add the vanilla extract Vite. I'm basically going to have to add this person as a co-author. They've just answered exactly what I need here, so this is great. Cool. And I don't know about any of this stuff, this configuration stuff. So let's see. Is there another dev guide that mentions the Vite plugin, perhaps? Let's see. Let's just look in MD files. So I know. So what's happening here is that the existing docs for Next.js mention composing with other plugins. So I'm wondering if I should also mention that in the Astro docs. Don't really want the changelog. So it looks like no one actually mentions this normally. So that's cool. See the Vite plugin docs. Vite integration docs Vite for details for documentation on the Vite plugin. Cool. And since you don't need any of that, what's the Gatsby integration page look like? Yep. Configuration. you'll okay. So I just have like a little little link there at the bottom. Then I'll just mention this stuff. Able to import, to use style, and other APIs in your files. I don't know, source css.ts files. I'll just add examples here. See if they have syntax highlighting for Astro in the settings here. I wonder if that's going to cause any issues. I'm also wondering if there's any example of them adding a file name in the metadata. Doesn't look like this. Yeah, fun fact, there's no standard way in the JavaScript ecosystem to indicate a file name in your tripleticks. There are several different ways that other folks have done, but no single way here. So that's nice. So I'm just going to comment it. Does Astro have a... Great. Close enough. Let's see if I can see these sites. ppm start, see what happens there. Integrations Astro. Cool. By the way, I've been here for half an hour, so I'll just post out a reminder. Always happy to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. So if there's anything you want to bring up, let me know. Lurking is fine, but also chatting. Let me know, especially if anything's unclear on what I'm doing. I definitely want to make sure that I'm not just being vague and confusing. Oh, look at that little comment style. That's cool. They don't seem to. They don't seem to have styles or syntax highlighting for Astro. Interesting. I wonder if there's a way to check, make docs manifest. I wonder. Okay, so from the site package JSON, make docs manifest is done before webpack serve. And the site's webpack config is what actually runs the site, which is, by the way, actually a really nice way of doing things. It's very straightforward. So the way Webpack works, for those who haven't had to configure it manually themselves, is you define a bunch of, if it's this type of file, here's what you do. There's like an entry point and then how to manage different modules. So like whenever we see a TS or TSX or JS or MD, potentially with X, in an import, we use Babel loader. Okay. Curious where make docs manifest is located. Okay. So something in here is telling Webpack that when you see a .md file like Astro, not when it's imported, which is modules, but like when you actually see it, you should do something with it. And it looks like client.tsx is the entry point, and we have an app component with a route. Okay, so it's using React Router DOM. Okay, which is docs page. Why are there so many squigglies? Anyway, I want to see where in the Webpack config we do syntax highlighting. Maybe it's code block loader, I'm guessing. Extract files from code block. Jeez. So I'm guessing all the code blocks are assumed to be something this can handle. Okay, so this is the loader itself, the Webpack loader. So we try to take in the source, which is a string, check if it has a language. I don't follow this regular expression entirely. Okay, so it's triple ticks, then optionally a language in capturing. So capturing the language. Then we have a new line. Then we might have code, any amount of code content. So code and language. So if we see TSX compiled, or TS compiled, we ignore it. So that we ignore this. And okay. So otherwise we handle this as compiled code. Yet nothing here explains how the syntax highlighting is happening. So that's unfortunate. Let's see here. Oh boy. Ignore that reading. Syntax highlighter. I see immediately a class name that looks of interest. Syntax highlighter. Comes from main TS. So where is syntax highlighter being determined in code? Aha! Compiled code.tsx, which uses Prism. There we go. Now we see it. Prism, which they're loading in languages for the supported ones. So this might be a performance issue if I just willy-nilly add in Astro, but let's see. Does Prism have Astro supports? Nope. Great. I wonder what'll happen if I use HTML instead, because they should have built-in HTML support, I think. ESM languages, Prism, What? HTML is a language, you silly goose. Okay. XML? Is that under HLJS or something? What? Where's the Prism HTML? Oh, it's React syntax highlighter, which I want. That's the package that's giving me things. JavaScript. All right. Is there Astro on this list? Nope. Nor is there what is HTML bars? Div hi. What is that? It's a new templating library built on. Okay, so they have a. Oh, it's. They have something that's been moved to somewhere else. Oh boy. Still going through. Okay, so they have that random thing. Where is HTML? Or XML? You know what? Some languages, Prism /ML, XML doc. Let's see what happens if we do XML doc. Just out of curiosity. VS Code doesn't even recognize it. Great. Surely there's HTML support in this syntax highlighter. In title. Really? Nothing open? Why is HTML language? Oh, it's called markup. Ah, love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Markup. There we go. Let me post this in the chat. Refers to XML, HTML, blah, 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 as markup. Great. Register language, HTML, markup. Although, no, I'm actually doing Astro as markup. See how that works. Because it's like front mattery. Oh boy. Prettier did not like what I did here. Astro. Cool. Okay. Error. Right, because it was on the remakes page. And I should restart dev server probably. I just splashed water on my face. All right, here we go. And go. And go. And go. I also note, I've seen this before. The code generator is de-optimized the styling of blah, blah, blah. React DOM development.js as it exceeds the max of whatever. So they're doing fancy things with your node modules. Looks like React DOM is a nested thingy. There's a duplicate version of React DOM, I think. CJS. Vanilla Extract, Code Enjoy. Hello, yes. Love Vanilla Extract. It's cool stuff. Also, look at the cute little theme there. Well, still not doing. What I'm trying to do is get their random ad hoc webpack config and syntax highlighter to recognize that the Astro syntax here should be rendered as markup, which is the Prism JS syntax highlighting language term for HTML and stuff. So that's unfortunate. And it seems to not be getting syntax highlighted at all. Also, my God, this is... Prop href did not match. It actually might be my issue. Server / documentation integration SRV client documentation. What? Integration's Astro beat. Okay, I used a relative path in this link. Maybe it wants me to use a root path or whatnot. / documentation integrations feet. Maybe that'll make it happy. Anyway. Oh, and now the page is reloading. Great. Yeah, so looks like... Okay, so we're getting code class equals language dash Astro, but it's not actually rendering it. It's just one big string. Oh, Astro doesn't support that kind of comments? All right. Code Enjoy, have you used Vanilla Extract? Played with it much? Still nothing. All right, what if I just switch this to HTML? What if I just get that out of here? Div. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm just curious. Have you seen Panda CSS? I'm not saying one is better than the other. Just curious because there are like a bunch out there that I've been meaning to try out each of. No HTML syntax highlighting. But it is tokenizing it. We see that it has turned it into tags, which is a sign that Prism or whatever, whoever's tokenizing is getting it. So let's look at the syntax highlighter component. That takes in a tokenized prop. Cool, which means compiled code is what's passing things to the syntax highlighter. Actually, if I look at the components view, like the React component DevTools, I can see compiled code. So it is compiled code, which that's nice. Box, stack. Okay, so box, stack, box. Here's syntax. I did great. So it'll be like a bunch of boxes and then the syntax highlighter. Come on. Really? Nothing? Just boxes? Or, yeah, I feel like a lot of these tools are really early stage and it's hard to spend time to just like look at all of them deeply. But yeah, what do you like about Vanilla Extract? Would love to know. While I'm trying to figure out, okay, so compiled code is not rendering syntax highlighter, which means something is telling it to not do that. So if we have active file, which is code.filter. Okay, so if we have tabs, then we have an active file. And if we have an active file, then we have code getting mapped to syntax highlighter. Interesting. Vanilla Extract has like an inference-based system where it extracts stuff, whereas Panda code gens. I would love to see someone compare the tools. That's really cool. All right, so the code being passed to this compiled code is components, and it's just language markup with nothing going. Alien, hello. Did you I might have just got yeah, like a minute ago I might have gotten my third Astro in. Yeah, I'm working on let me post this in the chat. I just bumping that in the chat. I'm working on setting up the docs for the vanilla extract example for working with Astro. They already do it. They just don't have like an official page explaining the like 3 steps to take. But then I'm getting kind of stuck here, and I might just bail out soon. Of like I wanted to add in the example of doing it, but they have like this little ad hoc set of components for showing compiled code or like syntax highlighting, and it doesn't seem to support anything other than TypeScript. So I might just bail out. Or ask in a PR. Yeah, I'm gonna ask in the pull request because I don't want to spend time going through their components just to figure out like how to work with their system to get syntax highlighting of a markdown file or whatever. Anyway, so that's what I've been up to. How are you? What Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this on my personal site. I'm gonna use vanilla extract on my personal site after this. That's what I'm gonna do. Also, my back is sore, so I'm going to sit down 1 sec. What are you up to, Alien? Oh, you're going to love it. I truly believe that systems such as Vanilla Extract and Panda are the future of modern web dev styling their sites. Oh, yeah, you got a lot going on. Congrats on finishing the workday. That means you can now do the post-work, right? All right, so where was it? Code block loader or something? I forget where I added a line. Syntax letter, yeah. Great. So I'm gonna remove this, but note that syntax highlighter. That's where I would have added it, but it didn't get all the way there. So yeah, just adding in the Astro plugin. Jolly good. Git add all, git commit docs. What did I call it in the other thing? Docs add whatever integration page. I just want to give it the same title format. Add Astro integration page. Boop. Yeah, I've been trying to get better at not working after work, and it's hard. It's really hard. Adds an Astro page per discussion in 1226. And copy link in that thing to 126 co. This what's their name? Who answered this one again? Yeah, me, Marco. Bez, whatever, however you pronounce that username, answered pretty flawlessly. So this shamelessly steals that explanation. Hence the co-author attributes below. 2-hour call for solid with Daniel. I mean that sounds great, honestly. Daniel Alfonso? That Daniel? By the way, fun fact about Git. Git natively, like not GitHub, but just Git, doesn't recognize your co-authored by like whatever. You just like type in the names. Nor should it, because that's these are GitHub usernames. So I've been trying to get good at, like, if there is someone's email, which they can put on their like on their account there, just using that email. I also wrote a little tool for finding scraping people's emails, but I didn't put a lot of effort into making it available online because several people pointed out, feels like recruiter spam. So, oh yeah, this keeps getting brought up. That's right. This is the co-author. Really, it would be like a co-author parser, I think, is how I view this. Like, not pooping on it or its name at all. Just like that's how I've been using this in my mind. Also, I am curious. GitHub.com with Astro Star. I've already forgotten like what that Starlight Poll 742. Do I have to hit enter? No. Enter? Cool. Ooh, look at all those co-authors. Y'all did a lot of work together. Yeah, so I'm going to send this pull request, but I'm also going to want to... here, I'm going to put in the chat. I'm going to want to note in the... this shows up as unstyled for me. I took a peek at what are the components called? Here we go. And what was the other component called? Compiled code. System, but didn't want to make too many changes. Is that something you'd... I was scared. What would you all advise be done here? For what it's worth, this got halfway through. The progress I made was trying to import and register the markup language for syntax highlighting. But something still needs to be done to get, but that didn't get all the way. I figure anyone who knows the code well enough to read this probably understands what I'm saying. Alrighty. By the way, Astro Alien, I'm just curious. I posted earlier today on the Astro Discord asking about a Houston branding page. What's your favorite Houston image? And I will I will leave this as an open question to anyone in the chat. Do you have a particularly fun mascot or branding thing from open source? Ooh, Houston Salute. Is that something I could see online? Oh, forgot to add a alt text screenshot of the Astro code. Block with no syntax highlighting. You'll deem me. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome. How can I show this on the internet? Okay, great. Oh man, these are great ones. You know, I was about to say, oh, I'll get it up on the stream, but if anyone wants to see these fantastic Houston emotes that Elliot is sending me, go to the Astro Discord. They are all over the place there. Oh, There's even like a cute one with it bouncing up and down and rainbowing with like the happy eyes. Lovely. Love it. Nice. All right, so oh yeah, time to social media. Got the PR up. Does not need to change sets since the site version is 001. Got an Astro one up too. Left a pending question about syntax highlighting though. Cool beans. All right, so I have time and energy, so I'm going to convert my site to use vanilla extract because I really like vanilla extract. I think it's an awesome system. I've been meaning to try out each of these new things like vanilla for a while, and actually I put a tracking issue on actually let me keep that up on the Philly.js issue tracker of I want to evaluate all these, and then people just kept suggesting more of them, which was really nice actually. Very pleased about that. Yeah, there's CSS hooks, Panda CSS, Stylish Vanilla Extract, Tokenami. So I'm gonna try out on my personal site. I'm just gonna go with Vanilla Extract because I've heard about that one a lot. People seem to like it too. Cool. Actually, let me since discussions don't seem to auto link, like show up the auto links. Let me sense 1283 and I think 1284, 282, 4, 5. What's the number? 1281. Oh, okay. Lovely. There goes that to-do list item. Yay. It's 57 minutes into this stream, which is a great time for me to remember to say, welcome everyone who's new here. I'm Josh. Happy to have you. I'm a full-time open source maintainer in the TypeScript ecosystem. Let me know if there's anything you want to chat about, especially around like open source, life, TypeScript, whatever, all those things. I'm always happy to chat. Also, let me know if what I'm doing is just vague and mysterious and unclear. So yeah, I'm now going to go to the repo. I'm going to switch topics a bit and go to .com, which is the URL from my awesome thanks. That took you a while. There were quite a few emotes. Oh my God, there's so many of these. I love it. Who does the Houston branding for Astro? Where do these come from? Jesus, there are like dozens of these. This is amazing. This one with a giant hat. Ugh. You all do it? Amazing. Cool. Yeah, so my my personal site, it's on a repo I call .com, as in joshuagoldberg.com. Most of the issues are like blog post ideas I will eventually get to. But I'm surprised I didn't file one yet, actually, about like styling systems. Okay, so tooling, use vanilla extract for styling. I've been meaning to use all these fancy modern styling solutions for ages, and vanilla extract keeps on coming up as one people like. I'll go with it here. Yay! So I'm going to start working on this. Boop, filing that issue here. Posting it in the chat. Yep. Since those went well, and I've still got energy, gonna add vanilla extract to my personal site. Yay. Okie dokie. So just open it up, .com. Close the vanilla extract repo. Get pull PMPMI. All right. So going back through the docs page, I just wrote in this pull request, how do you add Astro? So although the suggestion from the comment on GitHub discussions was to add one as a dependency, the other as dev dependency, I do what I believe was, at least when I started the Astro recommendation of making everything a dependency. I remember learning the reasoning behind that, and I don't remember what the reasoning was, and I don't care enough to rediscover it every 6 months as I forget. So I'm just going to add everything as a dev dependency. And then Astro config. Oh, I have pure dependency complaints. Oh, my solid version is not big enough for Cobalt. Let me fix that actually. Solid, last updated 7 months ago. Actually, get reset hard head. So yeah, let me just get the latest version of solid so that Cobalt doesn't complain. Seems to work. Yep. This is my site, by the way. Yay. Alright, so I'll just do it as a quick little chore and don't need to post around. Chore, bump, solid, JS2 latest. Okay, great. Alright, so the command I had previously run was vanilla extract. Oh wait, no, everything's a dependency. Oh, that's funny. ESLint plugin perfectionist is also listed as a dependency. Oops. I didn't need the same dev. I did the opposite of what I said I would. Okay. So they're in the package. Let's look at the Astro files. So I want a Vite plugin. Yeah. Define config, Vite, plugins, vanilla, extract. Why am I not getting autocomplete for Vite? Does define config take in any? What is this? Why is there no what's going on with my TS server? TypeScript. There we go. All right. Now I'm getting autocomplete. Okay. TypeScript barfed on my installation of packages, I guess. And immediately exact optional property types true. Okay, what's happening here? Let's go into this. So let's just make sure I don't have like multiple versions of Vite or something so I don't have to dive in. So I've got Vite at 450. Ooh. Does that fix it? Nope. All right. Dependencies. So Vite should be mentioned somewhere here. Got Vite node at 121. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that there's a mismatch of versions somewhere. Yep, here it is. Vite 4.5, last added 3 months ago with Astro 3, and then we have Vite 5. Yep. So not getting into the details of the specific type of compiler complaint, the fact that I'm getting one type of plugin is not assignable to the other type of plugin means I have a dependent, like a likely meaning or cause of that is mismatched versions. So Vite 450, that comes from Vite and others. Astro.js, Solid.js. Oh no, Alien going makes me think I'm down the wrong path. Funny. Vanilla extract CSS. Interestingly, vanilla extract Vite plugin says Vite 4.5. That's interesting. Okay, you're just great. All right, so yeah, let's go to this in npm listing. See what they require. So yeah, just looking at vanilla extract Vite plugin. See what version of Astro they're on. Go to the code page. Ugh, I hate that they don't support my system mode. So V, okay, so they allow 5.0. Does PNPM have an LS? Does that work? Veets is mentioned. PNPM LS Veets. Does that work? PNPM LS Veets. How do you LS? There is. Oh, Code Enjoy. You clearly you know more than me in this area. There is a new Veet plugin available for Vanilla Extract Canary. Okay. So if we go to versions, there's a Canary. Latest Veet plugin new. Veet plugin. Should I be looking at any particular tag? What are these? What are these tags? Get crackling. What is this? 2024 published 8 days ago. Oh boy. So this is the. Do you know off the top of your head like what the reasoning for this is? Curious. Anyway, oh my god. Else problems. Okay. Let me. You know what? I'm just gonna bump everything to latest. You know what? NCU-U. npm check updates. Let's see if I got any major versions. You have Astro, New Solid, JS major version. Font source doesn't matter. C-spell doesn't matter. Nip doesn't matter here. Markdown CLI. Pretty, it doesn't matter. Ooh, that's so interesting. Thanks. Yeah, no, I'll look forward to that. And then, oh boy. You know things are going well when you're downloading a 7 megabytes distribution. Great. All right. And although PNPM says it does deduplication natively, in practice, I think we might have seen earlier that I still was benefited. Yep. PNPM does not fully dedupe, it seems. All right. Make sure it's up to date. Yep. PNPM dev. Restart TS server. And we're good. I just needed to update all of my packages. So I'm actually gonna add all, git reset hard head. I'm gonna do the same thing. PNPMI, PNPM dedupe. Just as a chore. It's amazing how frequently just reinstalling the latest version of everything works. And actually, strong shout out to npm check updates, I think the package name is. By the way, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Thanks, Code Enjoy. Also just realized I forgot to adjust my camera for my head being in the bottom right corner. Let's get that down there. Oh, shoot. I did a thing. All right. On Zoom, you don't need to see that close-up of my face. There we go. Close enough. Anyway. Yeah, love this package. Use it constantly. It's one of the few ones I will frequently install globally. It's so good. Yeah, it's NCU, just -U to change your package base file for you to the latest. Freaking great. All right. PNPM dev. Just make sure that the site still works when I update everything. And well, font source must have changed the path to their CSS. That's lovely. I'll just get rid of the changes from before. I could redo them pretty easily. Okay, so font source league Spartan variable CSS no longer exists. Font source npm. I just want to find the GitHub repo to see their recommended getting started. Okay, league Spartan. Beautiful font. How do I use? Oh, that's nice. No more .css explicit. I'm also going to file a tracking issue for this work. This has gotten to the point where I'm making code changes. I'm going to update packages to latest. packages to latest in support of Vite 5. I'm trying to add the vanilla extract plugin for Astro in vanilla. Where's my issue? Well, maybe this is a good place to add vanilla extract to avoid future broken styles. Sorry, I don't follow. You're talking about base layout? I'm planning on doing vanilla extract for everything. Datboy420, hey, welcome back. New Year's going great. Less stressed than I was last year, which is nice. And I'm getting time to work on fun projects like this, using vanilla extract, fancy CSS styling on my site. And seeing now that depths are on V4. I'll want to update all to latest. Trying it out, at least this changes. I don't need to update all packages. But hey, while I'm here. This is really a cleanup. Oop, don't have that label. Alright, whatever. 7 PRs. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to move that over to vanilla extract. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's get that pm dev. Just restarting it just to be safe. Looks. The font isn't loading. Let me restart my TS server. Hey. Why are you doing this to me? League Spartan is loading. Where is League Spartan mentioned in my styles? Maybe I've got like the wrong name or something. Spartan. Okay, so in my font. Oh, I called it League Spartan variable in my font, and it fixed. Whoa. What? That's a different font than on prod. That's a different League Spartan. It's not applying my font weights. Where is my... What? Close the tab. Okay. Boop. League Spartan. Install CSS. Oh, there's a space in front of variable now. I approve of that. I did not like how before there was no space before. Okay, all right. Localhost. And it's... Come on, man. What is happening? I'm doing everything you said I should. I followed all the rules. That's a SpongeBob quote. Oh, it's font source dash variable. Wow. No one saw that. Okay. Package JSON font source dash variable League Spartan latest. Same version. Okay. PMPMI, PMPM dedupe, PMPM def. Okay. And moment of truth. Come on. Yay! Same as prod. Okay, cool. Get checkout B. Get that. Checkout B. NCUU for vtest 5. Get add on. Oh, you know what? I forgot to post the issue on my social media. Tisk. Where is the issue? Quickly bumping my packages to latest to get to the latest beat first. Is anyone else amused by how similar the word Veet is to the word yeet, as the youths were saying for a bit? I'm told yeet is no longer hip and trending, but for a bit there it was quite. Git commit m chore, bump packages to latest for Veet 5. Oh, I said Veet-test. I meant Veets. There we go, little small terminal. Got this. It's annoyed me, by the way. I need more high-res photos of myself. The pixel blurriness on like the projects and speaking ones. What? Oh. Oh, my Astro config needs a little work. Okay, all right. Man, I'm glad I started testing this. Zod has removed extend. No, RSS. Elliot, you didn't warn me. How dare you? Astro.js/RSS is changed in the latest version. How dare you not guide me through every single possible nuance of this? No, this is fine. This is fine. Is it just calling it as a function now? You're all right. I'm so spoiled. I'm working on a thing. How dare someone from the framework not sit with me after work hours? All right, what's going on here? How do I extend? Do it in person in London. We're both talking at CityJS London. Shout out. All right, was any mention of extending? Use content collections. So it's just calling RSS, it looks like, with the, so we have, wait a second, I'm in the wrong place. So any mention of a schema? Here we go, RSS schema, which is type Zod effects. Do I just call it that? Dots X. Is it .end? Honestly, I never use Zod. Like that's, I love it, but like I just don't work on projects mostly that use it, which is really annoying. I'd love to have a chance to work with it more. Wouldn't it be .end? Okay, you tell me. Zod.string is not assignable to type string. And takes in an incoming T. I think I want to extend the schema, not pass in defaults. Like I want to say, all right, what type is this? I'm just gonna look it up. Zod effects. Zod effects extend. Am I? But wait. Oh, I was missing the Z object. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Code and Joy. Oops. Z dot object. Ronan, how are you? Thank you. First time chat. Welcome. How's it going? What brings you here? RSS schema dot merge Z dot object. Ooh. Awesome. Thanks. That's an explanation that speaks to my interest. It's runtime equivalent types interesting. So if anyone here is willing to humor me and hold my hand some more, what's the difference between .end and .merge? There is no .merge on this object, so ooh, sync doki. I wish it was, Zod can be really nice. I just wish it was a bunch of functions rather than big objects with methods. Wasn't there someone trying to or did make a lean Zod recently? Just like very similar to Zod, just smaller. This rings a bell. Makes sense. Valibot, thank you. Thank you. Are you the Valibot person? I haven't tried it. Oh my god, 2 answers. I love it. The docs were a bit too lean. Great. That amused me. All right, so going to the other pages seems to work. Zod change. Great commit message there. Yeah, it looks good. Everyone's happy. Boop, boop, boop. Good, good. Light mode, dark mode works. Nice. Cool. All right. I had started writing it. There we go. Fixes 172. Let's take a look at the docs. Once I send the PR. Applies a couple of code changes for API breaking changes. Ooh, very pretty docs. That logo looks familiar. Where's Houston? Where's Houston? There he is. He, she, they. What pronouns does Houston go by? That's a legitimate question I'm asking. I'm not trying to be funny. Whatever they are, I guess it's different enough. They, them, thanks, Alien. So fun fact, actually. When I was at Codecademy, there was a debate internally about how much we should promote our mascot, Cody, with an E. Cody, this predates Google Cody and Sourcegraph Cody. Oh, man. Wow. It's even worse trying to find. There we go. Yeah, this is the old Codecademy mascot. Cody is a perfect mascot in every way, shape, and form. Super cute, lovable, except the name Cody skews towards being assumed as male. There are women and other genders named Cody, but Cody is traditionally interpreted as male, which isn't great for DEI of a coding thing. So coupled with brand guidelines changing over time, Cody never got the emphasis I thought they deserved. But I really wish that we went harder with Cody. That was a really cute mascot. Anyway, Cody's a they, them. That's what I was going with that. Long road. Sorry. Oh boy. Prettier complaining, and that makes sense. And type check complaint. Let's find out there. So PNPM format -- right. Get that all. Get commit m. PNPM format -- right. Get push. Yeah, there are always some little prettier shenanigans every time I update the prettier version. Cool. Okay, just like little spacing fix-ups. Oh yeah, they have that new ternary situation. Don't really care about any of these white space things. That looks like a bug fix. Very nice. Oh my god, trailing commas in the TS config. Yeah, that's a technically breaking-ish sort of change that they made. PNPM lint. So yeah, I've started disabling the comma dangle rule in my ESLint configs. I have like a kind of intense ESLint configs. I love that stuff. And yeah, comma dangle off. I'll get commit and disable JSON C comma dangle. Cool. All right, and what was the it was a PNPM TSC. What was the complaint there? Oh boy, got a few of these. Let's put it in watch mode. So what's get complaining about here? So get for RSS is, or RSS.xml.ts is, this is the slash, where is it? Here, I'm just going to consolidate into one less window. This is the RSS.xml file. This is the RSS feed for the site. So if I look at localhost 4321 RSS.xml, is that a 44? Was it blog RSS? No, it's a 44 because the get is complaining. What's the local dev server saying about this? No API route handler exists for the method get. Found handlers get. Oh, is this like an Astro change? Do I need to Astro RSS.xml? Do I need to make this uppercase? Gee, yes I do. Get must be uppercase. Yep. Makes sense. That is literally what it said. Awesome. now we're seeing items is complaining because title is optional in this big ol' object type that I gave it, but required in RSS feed item. So what's happening is it's saying I need to provide a title. It's required, but this page glob to RSS items is saying that title is default. Title is potentially undefined. Link might not exist. Is my TS server crashing again? Why is it not giving me IntelliSense on this? There we go. Now it's complaining that pub date is optional. So this thing is giving me a whole bunch of things that might not exist. Moving them to the side. Word. Pub date. Const wat equals inner dot pub dates. Yeah, these are all optional. So the types are right to complain, I think. Page glob to RSS items is saying that these blog items might not have title or pub dates. So in theory, I need to provide defaults. In practice, I know, like I as the owner, Josh, I'm saying no, these will always exist. But I'm wrong. Like I might like forget to type them and copy and pasting or something. So this is actually good. This is telling me something that's wrong or potentially wrong. So what I could do is z dot or RSS. How do I? Where's the RSS schema? I was just looking at it. It was in config.ts. RSS schema. Can I do a validation here? Maybe I can do like return RSS schema dot val dot. Is that a function? Parse. Nope. It's saying that they might not exist. Link is optional, blah, blah. Boop, boop, boop. Link is optional but required. Wait a second. What if I do const parsed equals return parsed, and then I'm just going to comment all this out and meet it. Inner, I don't need to splat it, but just temporary so I can type less. And then we do parsed link, parsed.link dot replace. And link parse.link might not exist. So it says parse.link might be undefined. But then items is complaining the link must be defined. Oh, no, same issue as before. Title might not exist. So the RSS schema is saying that, wait, so this is an incompatibility. RSS says that title must exist. The RSS schema says that it might not exist, that it's not optional. Right there. So that's annoying as a developer to me. That's annoying. Strict RSS schema, strict I'll call it, equals RSS schema dot and. Let's make it title z dot string or z dot object. So like maybe I can why does Astro have its own Zod? I'm curious. Z from Astro Zod. Is this just a re-export? It's literally just a re-export. Okay, cool. So if I do RSS stream strict.parse, title link is now required, so the question mark there is unnecessary. And there's one more, I think. Pub dates. pub date z dot date dates. Okay. So that's a little annoying. But pages glob RSS items glob result promise validate RSS feed items RSS schema. Yeah, so just to recap, page glob to RSS item takes in a glob of pages and turns it into RSS items. And I want to then pass that directly to my items for the get return, which is RSS. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Let me just check the docs. If I check, let's look for, if I check for page glob RSS items, so it says I should be allowed to do this here. Like I'm actually doing basically exactly what the docs are saying I should be allowed to do. This function assumes but does not verify. Yeah, so this is I think a bug in the Astro docs, like a docs issue. It's a little TypeScript nuance. So I'm going to go ahead and file this because I want to be a good partner in the ecosystem and ruin Elegant's day. Ha. How do I I got you. Docs website, right. I always forget that it's a difference. So let's see. Page globs, RSS items. Oh, not related to the content. Incorrect content reports. Ooh, Zod would allow. I forgot about that. Thank you. Yeah, let's do that. You're totally right. Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. That's. I think I forget where else I use that, but that's so nice. String dot transform. Yep. Link to link dot replace. Blah blah blah. In theory, I should use a fancier regular expression to do it only once, but it's small string always. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Good stuff. I also always forget the Zod transforms. And parse is noted as a method rather than a property that happens to be an object, so I cannot just like inline this. But or like do dot map thingy dot parse. That would be nice, but the types say I can't. Anyway, oh yeah, that's so cool. Nice, thank you. I shouldn't have to do these two things. But this is nice. I don't know what the right move to fix this would be. I'm not even confident it is a bug, that I'm not just like grossly misinterpreting. Because in fact, actually, I saw that the page is a .js. So let me just make sure that there isn't another example in here. Yeah. So I'm guessing what happened is this stuff was all authored with JavaScript or in JavaScript, and then eventually got turned into TypeScript. Or rather, eventually... Wait, no. Sorry, I misspoke. I'm getting tired. It was written with JavaScript, but then no one like automatically added like TypeScript checking for it. Something like that. Anyway. So the place I'm looking at is RSS using glob imports is return is not assignable to RSS items. RSS, and that's under here. I'm trying to do exactly what the source pages rsx.xml.js example proposes for items awaits page glob to RSS items. But I'm getting a TypeScript error on the items. Yeah, it feels like just like a small little thing. Like it mostly works, but there's like a little discrepancy that was missed, which is common and reasonable. Like every project gets a million of these. That's how it works. So if I comment it out, I get the TLDR is that TLDR is that 3 properties are optional in the returned. That's not TS, that's plain text. Let's paste that. That some properties are optional in the returned items from page glob to RSS items, but required in the schema for RSS for items. The items parameter property in. I don't know if that's legible or understandable, but that's, I think, technically precise. Link. So if I do link, pub date, and title. Let's preview that. Oh, that actually comes out nicely. And then a reproduction in Stacklets. Can I? It would be nice if this issue template had a link to the new Astro thing. So I'm gonna file that actually. A docs issue link on the docs issues. Include link to Stack Blitz starter. You're welcome. Anything I can do to make my issue reports less annoying. In the incorrect content reports page template, I'm filing a new issue with. Oh, thanks. Yeah, appreciate that, Elian. I've got some thoughts about that. But since you don't want to hear my feedback, I guess I'll just spew them on Twitter angrily and maybe tag you occasionally in a thread. And while I'm doing that, I might make a new site with remix. Yeah. Because Astro is just for static sites, right? It doesn't support like dynamic anything, right? And it doesn't support React Server components. Actually, wait, I might have overstepped there. What is the story with React Server components in Astro? I'm curious. I forgot that's a question to ask. You would go with Gatsby. I wish I could go with Gatsby. That thing, I don't even know what's happening with them. By the way, just to be clear to anyone listening, Astro supports the things that I was asking or snarkily saying. Like Astro supports dynamic sites and stuff. I'm just being a dick. A buffoon. Hey, look, Gatsby recent commits. Good for them. Yeah, they've got things going on. That's great. Adjective Allison, happy Tuesday. Thanks for hopping on. How you doing? It asks for a Stack Blitz reproduction, which I'm happy to provide. I don't need flavor, but doesn't directly. Aren't RC next only at this stage. There's actually a really good, at least one really good walkthrough of just like implementing your own framework that uses them from Ben Holmes. He does a really good like walkthrough of how to set them up. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, I will say, React server components are awesome. They are really cool, really good way of doing things. I think the rollout has been flawed because like they kind of went really hard on it next before it was ready for the rest of the community. But I stand by the future of it. And honestly, I'm reminded now of this tweet I found from Ben Holmes. Astro has a lot of similar ideas to React server components, like rendering on the server and pushing down HTML. Well, that's more efficient. Really cool stuff. A lot of explorations. Anyway, I'm filing an issue here. Provide a link to it. Mind if I add that in for convenience? Yeah, I think if we consider RSC like still early stage and experimental, and we're still figuring out like how to make the dev experience good, such as problems like hooks randomly do or don't work, then yeah, it feels a lot better. For sure. Yeah. Speaking of which, speaking of this issue, how do I stack blitz? What's the stack blitz like? Stack blitz? Installation. Where? Astro.new. Thank you. I forgot about that. Getting started. Add a link to Astro.new for convenience. Search at the top. Search at the top. Oh, okay. Ha! Also, my company would never use Node backend, so SSG is the best I can do with RSC. Oh, got it. Yeah. Well, it worked out in the end. Adjective. I always got confused about companies refusing to use a Node backend. There is no more efficient way of running React on the server than to do it in Node, because React runs in its JavaScript. Sorry, I said Node, I meant a JavaScript backend such as Node. JavaScript is how React runs, so you need to run React in like Node or Bun or something like that, or Dino. So if you use any other thing like Ruby on Rails, for example, there's a process communication issue. You have to POJO JSON your props back and forth or whatever. It's inefficient. Silly. Like, I get it. Like, if your whole company does .NET, you have to use .NET. But at some point, there is Node in there. You might as well make it efficient. I'm doing great, actually. Working on sending some stuff over to Astro because there's a small types discrepancy in the getting started guide for RSS feeds. But no, I'm in a great mood. Got into a rabbit hole here. But filing an issue, quick docs repo issue on Astro suggesting always legacy code. Good stuff. Huh, apparently the OCaml cult got RSC working on the backend at a pretty largely faster speeds than Node 1. That's wild. What are they using? Wild. Suggesting adding an astro.new link in. What do the OCaml people use? Do they like port it to OCaml or something? That's wild. What is Melange? I feel like I remember that at one point. A fork of Rescript. That's funny. That's really funny. I code enjoy 20 years of Java backends with Ashford and Slapdown. Yeah. This is no longer the case, but at Codecademy when I came in, it was Ruby on Rails backend with React strapped on, and then later, while I was there, they started moving everything over to Next.js. We made a lot of progress, and it was so much better for perf. Create Melange app. Am I pronouncing that right? Oh my god, look at that wizardry right there. Oh, I love the 8-bit style. 8-bit? 32-bit? Whatever art style you would call that. Melange. Cool. Anyway, I started filing an issue and got distracted. There we go. So what's actually happening is I want to do just the basics in Stack Blitz so that I can put a reproduction. Why is this long text? You just make it short. Or maybe they're allowing long. Anyway, so what was I doing? I'm making a reproduction for RSS. So I want to in stack blitz creates an RSS dot pages source pages rsx dot xml.js, but here it would be ts. So I'm just copy and pasting what's there. And I also need to add Astro.js / RSS as a dependency. Astro, does it autocomplete? Nope, doesn't seem to. Let's see, latest version. npmi npm run dev. Anyway, yep. All right. It says sign in. Let's see if it. Oh, that's nicer than I remember most sites doing. Most sites you sign in, refreshes the whole page. This just did it inline. Good for you, Stack Blitz. Nice. Excuse me. All right. Now that that is a reproduction and intersection results cannot be merged. Great. So let me file this issue. The only backend we have written in JS is lightweight node server that reports outages and things. Well, that's a start. Is my brain fast today? It's funny. I feel tired. I got good night's sleep though, so that's new. But thank you, I appreciate it. There's a rescript reasonable and now I'm launched. Yeah, what's going on there? Is that community branching or forking or something? Are we having an IOJS moment? Which for reference was when Node got forked and then eventually remerged back in. The fork was called IOJS. It was the whole thing. Lil typings issue on the RSS guide on the Astro sites. Filed a bug here. Alfred, first time chat. I know we've talked before. I'm good. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. What are you up to? Reason is just a syntax alternative OCaml. Melage rescript OCaml reason. Wow, there's like depth there, you know, and it's literally only syntax sugar. There's nothing else. You can write normal OCaml rescript melage. Huh, that's wild. All right. Ooh, JMB Jam. By the way, welcome. Thanks for chatting. First time. You have a custom framework written in PHP with Symfony components, and then other projects are straight up Laravel. Ooh, PHP. That's cool. I've been, at this point, I'm more than a decade, I think, out away from the PHP ecosystem. But it's really nice to see it, how much it's evolved and grown. Like, people used to constantly poop on it, but it's got a lot going for it, honestly. Cool stuff. All right, so this is complaining. Oh, right, because I uncommented, perhaps. I don't know. I'm off my meds. I was never on meds, but I used to occasionally take methyl of whatever. My God, what the concerto, whatever those things, and I haven't been taking them recently, so maybe that's the thing. Have we had this conversation before? That's on brand for at least me, perhaps also you. I don't know. No, I just want to get through this. I don't want to deal with Zod errors. I just want to freaking update my... The point... What I'm trying to do is update my site to the latest versions of packages so I can use the vanilla extract. I'm trying to work on CSS here. Yeah, that one. Oh, I love how you mentioned anything around ADHD meds in like a coding context, and you will get the right answer very quickly. When will React be granted the, oh, it's pretty good now status? I don't know. I think it was basically getting there with stuff like Next.js and Remix, but then the RSC, the rollout was all poopy. It really hurts me that we were doing so well and then got tanked again. I think we'll get there once RC is good. So I think 2024, we're going to still have the aftershocks of people pooping all over it in some ways for good reasons. And then in 2025, it'll maybe towards the end of the year start to get like a good rep again. That's my guess. I don't know. Ugh. Intersection results cannot be merged. Boy, would I love to know specifically which intersection results can't be merged. 25 years felt in the desktop. Probably common for you to comment on people's cognitive status, not necessarily talk about HD meds. Yeah, I feel like that's a reasonable preference to state. All right, what are you complaining about, Zod? It's just the Zod source code in the call stack. This is a bad error message. I am yet again getting distracted. By something I'm going to file an issue on someone else for. RSX XML line 27. Yep, that's parse inner. But say why you can't merge them, man. Okay, I'm going to have to look this up if this is like a Zod node thing. I can never get into Svelte. I tried Svelte, tried Vue. I just can't get into these. I don't even know what the right term is. Am I doing sleep? I got a lot of sleep last night, which is not a common thing for me these days. That might be it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also just in a good mood. I've been less stressed lately. That's probably it. So maybe that's runes. Oh, I've heard a lot of really good things about runes. Yeah, I know. I'm really not used to having good sleep. It's nice. The solution is marijuana. I hate this. I hate being dependent on anything, especially something that makes me dumb. But you know what? Just smoking weed before bed is the only thing that reliably gets me to sleep. And I'm not like an anti-drug person. I just don't want to be dependent on anything. So anyway, but what's actually going to probably long-term help me to sleep, and I think a lot of other people, which is why I'm like being all open about it, is that I get stressed easy and I get distracted by things and I can't turn my brain off, and like lower stress levels, better exercise, better nutrition, you know, that all helps. Life is hard. Anyway. It's funny, like my parents were all paranoid about marijuana. Oh my God. Drug abuse resistance education there. And then the drugs those two were on towards the last decade of their life. My God. All right. So what I want to complain about is not melatonin hasn't been effective for me. I've tried melatonin. Ooh, a treadmill under the desk. I've been meaning to try a treadmill under the desk. My wife has, or my spouse has a little mini walkie thing. I might steal it. I don't think I've ever seen her use it. Yeah, I joined a gym actually. That's good. That's such a good distinction, by the way, Syncdoki. The grogginess versus shutting the brain. Sometimes I'm too tired to go to sleep, and it's so frustrating to me that people don't understand that. I mean, people who don't understand that sometimes are not willing to try to understand that. So frustrating. I get it. If you don't understand it, that's fine. We all have our own things. You know, some people have different stuff, but it's a real thing, man. Yeah. Oh, I will do a reflection on 2023. Yeah, end of the month. That's my next up. Thanks for asking, Allison. Yeah, so what I want to file anyway. Sorry, this is great chat. I love this. I'm so happy to bond with all of you about this. But what I want to do before I run out of time, you want me to write? I'll write yours. It'll be very flattering towards me. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to report that it is a bad error message, not that it is, you know, happening in an unexpected place. Okay, yeah. So okay, I have to click on this link. I'm working on a PHP library heavily inspired by Zod. That's so cool. Chubby PHP parsing immediately. Chubby PHP. immediate pass on anything that refers to body sizes. But good idea. It is a really cute elephant. Like, is the word chubby accidentally fat phobic? I don't know, man. I don't know. Saying man. That's really cute. Anyway, new issue on Zod. Does not mention what's the invalid under the cause. It depends. See, this is one of the hard things about naming in coding. One of the many hard things about naming is when you make a generalized library, especially a utility targeted towards general app development, the way like Zod and other schema parsers are, your audience is so wide that it becomes very difficult to name things in a way that does not accidentally, legitimately trigger some of your audience. I'll give you another example, actually. Striker, testing framework, mutation testing, very cool stuff. They're like one of their go-to examples of like, oh, here's a sample app. Very good app, by the way, like really good sample one. Currently is a bar. And one of the things about it is being able to purchase alcohol. It's an age restriction as an example. So that's an immediate no from anyone who's like, recovering alcoholic, or has family members who are and have trauma associated with alcohol, either or. And like, you can, like, I'm not saying recovering alcoholics just can't see booze. That would be a stupid overgeneralization to make two flaws, but like, it's kind of rude, And then also, like, even ignoring that, even if they're all like, oh no, it's fine, you can't use it in a school setting. And this is not, by the way, criticism of the framework. Like, I talked about it with them. There's a PR out to switch it to like a roller coaster thing, but an amusement park. But like, it's so hard to find a theme that works everywhere. Like back in the day, JavaScript libraries used to have like raunchy names once in a while. Oh, can't use it in school. Anyway, I need a minimum repro for this thing. Is that like a Zod getting started? Playground. Stack blitz. Boop. Food names are great. I mean, I love food names. I actually default to apple, banana, cherry because I like alphabetization. Food is great. But then also eating disorders. This is a problem I have not solved for myself because I still use apple, banana, cherry when I need a theme. Yeah, my family has a history of eating disorders, so somehow I still am okay with fruits. But, life is hard. I know, right? It's hard. Okay. I don't know how to get a minimum repro here. Sorry that I'm not familiar. Oh, sorry. No problems with Zod. My apologies. Also, hi, Tea Time. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Thank you, Allison. Just talking about the difficulty of naming, like finding names that aren't accidentally like offensive or triggering. My bad. The only problem I have with the Zod website is it didn't auto detect my dark mode. When I'm in dark mode, which is almost exclusively for streaming, flash of white. But no, Zod is great. Website is great. Love their docs. Good stuff. Sorry, don't be to start rumors here. With Zod to provide a standalone reproduction. But here's, I'm going to see if I can get the Astro stack blitz that I provided. Good on you, Sinkadoki. Oh my god, I've like since lost the actual error that I'm trying to complain. Okay, here it is. Yep, there it is. Got it. So, where's that stack? I think I closed the tab with the Astro issue. Also, what is... at this point, I'm not getting back to vanilla extract. There's no way, so I'm just going to close those tabs. I'm just so distracted. Love this. All right. So I filed an issue on Astro with Astro on the docs repo. The only issue you've had with Zod is on React hook forms, but it's actually an issue that their error messages get translated. That's a fun little confluence of shenanigans. Love that. Love that for you. Good luck with that. All right, so I'm gonna have to fork this so I don't modify the one I provided. Astro, paste. Also add in the schema and the Z for Zod. And I wanted to dot map these. What? What's an oh no? Oh no. Okay, so items dot maps schema link is optional. What? Are you? Why is this? Why is it happy locally and unhappy on the playground? Speaking of rumors, getting started. Link is option. Why are you doing this to me, Astro and Zod? What am I doing wrong? Okay, I actually don't need the transform here, so I'm gonna get rid of that. What is happening? What is happening? Why is it saying that link is optional? I'm providing the link. Does the stack blitz contain any blog? Ooh. Oh, interesting. I wouldn't think that would affect the types. Yeah, that's interesting. That's a good point, actually. I should let me see. Where's that blog relative? .mdx source content blog. Here, let me just type in my own. Just to keep it consistent. Source content blog. And I'll just have like an example MDX. And cool. Hello world. Don't need an image. Link. Yes, example.com. Title. Example title. Example description. Don't want to. Okay. All right. Yeah. So getting back to this. Good call. Thank you. Items is. Oh my God. I'm out of frame of my camera. I don't even know how that happened. I'm sorry. Items is. Let's const parsed equals this thing. Return parse so I can start doing stuff with it. Resentful I don't have my fancy TypeScript language service. All right, so parsed dot link is optional. How is z.string optional? There's no. What? Am I on the right version of things? Dependencies, Astro. This is still on Astro 4. I need to go to Astro. Speaking of sites that don't respect my dark mode. Oops. I loaded Zob. I mounted Astro. Oh, Astro. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Thanks, Alien. Vite is the thing that was updated to 5. Never mind. My bad. It did seem silly to me that the Astro site would have an old version of Astro in StackBlitz. I'm glad y'all did not mess that up, and it was just me messing up. I'm amused by this reactive form discussion. 422 actually. Aha! Wait, it's 423. What? Alien. All right. Is it not 422? 2, 3. Okay. You're 2 days behind. Love it, patch. Why is this? Am I just fundamentally misunderstood? Exact optional property types. True. Restart. Can I? Is there no way to restart the TypeScript dev server? Come on. Please work. No! No! Exact. So there's a TypeScript option, or compiler option called exact optional property types. That says never mind. It massages the difference between an optional property versus a property that is required but whose value might be undefined. And it looks like none of that stuff is helping here, so I'm just going to turn off strict null checks just to get the dang thing to... I just want to reproduce. I just want to reproduce the issue of the freaking... of Zod not having the intersection working. That's all I want, man. That's all I want. I'm not going to use stack lists for this. I don't know why it's not working. I'm just going to have my own site up. Never mind. Ooh, stuff in my eye. Anyway, I've been here 2 hours. I got a thing at 5, which is in 22 minutes my time. I'm going to say this is once I just finish filing the issues, I'm going to head out. So last reminder or last notice. So anyone here who's new, welcome. Thanks for joining. I'm Josh. Feel free to ask questions, talk about stuff you want. Lurking is also fine. At the end, I'm going to find someone to raid. So someone let me know if there's a good person to raid. Otherwise, I'll just go to the people I follow and see who has the lowest and if anyone's below like 50. Anyway, yeah, so intersection results cannot be merged. This is a bad error message. So not starting rumors, starting an actual truth. This is a current bug I would consider a feature gap in Zod. That is just a bad error message. So I'm going to push this up as my reproduction. Get status, get add all, get commit strict RSS schema.end. Also, I just saw I got pinged on Discord in the Astro thing. Nope. All right. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, Code and Joy. Really, you gave a lot of good feedback and advice. Appreciate it. So anyway, how to get... I tried a stack blitz Astro starter, but couldn't get past TypeScript errors. Amusingly. Get it on a real world project. Codex here is over-engineering OBS overlays and TS might be a good rate target. Yeah, I'm down. For a second, I thought you were criticizing someone. I was like, why? I thought you were so nice. Yeah, you were not. You were not criticizing. You were nice. You are nice. You were not criticizing. Anyway. Anyway. Berg.com. Get cd.com. Get checkouts. NCUU for V5 branch. PMPMI, PMPM dev, open. It's open, right? Not starts. Yep, open. Expression of appreciation. Word. Love it. All right, so yeah. I'm seeing intent. Long time. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Zod is great, and I'm enjoying the features around merging intersecting, merging objects. But for .and, when the intersection results can't be merged for some reason, the error message thrown at runtime doesn't provide any details. So we're just going to throw that up on the right. Plain text error occurred. Let's quote this. Just want to like format this error nicely. Stack trace. Plain text. Here's what I'm going to do. Put this in VS Code and multi-select to get those new line indicator quote blocks in there. Feature bug report / feature. Not sure if this is a bug report or feature request, but could the error message also include which fields are problematic? Note that I'm not trying to report that the error is wrong. The error may be right. It just isn't informative enough to explain why clearly. Whew. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure this is a bug that the path is empty or what, but this took forever to type out, to get past all the little shenanigans. Fun. Yeah, so the fact that I filed 2 issues asking for like how do I correctly do this means that it's a good time for me to stop working on it because I can wait for other people to do things. Blocked on this for now. Blocked. Status blocked. Yay. Oh, those are gray enough. There you go. All right, and now to post on social media. Ooh, this took a while to get to. Did I already post I didn't even post the PR that I'm working on. I think 173, yep. Got a working PR for updating my site steps to latest. Dang it, copied the wrong thing. But hit a Zod issue whose error with an error. Zod complaints with an error message I couldn't figure out. Filed a request on Zod to improve. All right. Ooh, my back. Cool. Well, this was a fun stream. 2.25 hours. Sorry, I missed your comments. Grumpy Game Dev's enterprise level code, card type generator, card type factory. Ew, my god. But no, that rate sounds good. Codex here, I should say. Twitch.tv/codex here. Do I follow them? Follow. There you go.
have the ability to say it has dependencies.
Awesome. So yeah, thanks y'all. This has been fun. Let's check if Stream Elements is working again. Doesn't seem like it. But yeah, I'm Josh Goldberg. You can find me at joshuakgoldberg.com and linked things. See y'all around. This has been an absolute pleasure. And I don't know what else I wanted to add here. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays generally. See you on Thursday.
And again, yeah, I think I know what this is. This is oh, an array. Well, well, well. Thank you so much. How's it going, everybody? Hey, hey, hey. I usually am on camera, but today I'm bummy looking, so I decided not to. But what's going on? Thank you for that raid. I appreciate it. What'd you work on today? Let me do a shout out and see what your title was here. Hey, TypeScript, what's going on? Some open source. Hell yeah. This looks like a dashboard of sorts. It's really small on my OBS. I can't really see it too well. It looked like some kind of score. Wanted to add vanilla extract to your personal site, pumping all defs the latest. Oh, that'll get you right there. Updating Astro, issues with Zod schemas, and filing an issue on Zod. It was a thing. I know exactly how that goes. I totally just broke my whole thing going on here, but we're working